How are you guys doing? So yeah, Johnny here with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle with Tim from Average Time Chat. Yeah, so I go King, Nido King, and he sends out a Riolu. I was like, I can knock that thing out, no problem. Hit it with a hit it with a Earth Power. Why can't I couldn't. I don't know. I knew what it was. So I just knocked that thing out, no problem. Bam, it's gone. I don't know. He had the Focus Dash, so that was weird. Then he's gonna go into Shinbora, and I thought I could outspeed because I usually do it on the Pokemon Online game thing, but I couldn't. So I just go out to Raccoon, knowing he's going to be locked into what he just did, and that I could take it because immune. So I just set up a Dragon Dance, and I thought I could outspeed. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to. As you see, he gets his Thunder Wave off, and I was like, oh man. And I actually get first turn paralyzed. I was like, oh man. And then he's gonna set up a claw shop, and I was like, oh man, a Hone Claws, and I was like, oh man. But I hit it with the Stone Edge this time, and that's going to kill because stab +1, and Tyranitar is Raccoon. And yeah, so he's gonna go out into Gillweed, and he's gonna hit me with Scald, and I knew I could take at least one because of the Sandstorm, and I do, and I go for the Crunch. Probably should have gone for Stone Edge. That would have done a little more damage, but I guess I didn't want to miss and all that good stuff. I could have switched here to save Tyranitar for later, but honestly, I didn't have anyone who I wanted to take the Scald or have the chance to burn. So I just wanted the Death Fodder, pretty much the Tyranitar now instead of later. Cause that's all you could do with the paralyzed. So now you're going to Zapdos the Great. This is actually the first time I've used a bulky Zapdos, or Zapdos in general. So yeah, he gets the name, which is kind of a thing I have with some folks. Yeah, I go for the obvious Thunderbolt, and he goes into this guy, and I was like, ah, crap. So I switch out and go into my Cha-Cha because I know Cha-Cha can warn the wall. Oh jeez, wall this thing. He actually goes for Crunch, and it does like no damage, and he takes more damage than he dishes out. So he's gonna switch out and go into his Shinbora, and I actually go for Leech Seed like a noob. Should have just gone for the Stealth Rocks, which I actually don't this game. So I go out into Zapdos the Great, as he goes for Ash Slash, but I can eat that up. And I know he's gonna be. I can pretty much figure out by now that he's a Specs or a choice in some way. Obvious Specs. As I actually go for the Thunder Wave, hoping it wasn't going to be the War Guy, and it wasn't. It was actually a Metagross, and that works out perfectly for me. Oh god! I just swallowed a piece of gum. Oh god. That was embarrassing. So I go for the Heat Wave, and that's going to be awesome sauce. And I'm not even looking at the screen, but I know he's going for Medium Mash because I've actually been remembering what this happened since it happened like an hour ago. So I'm going to Roost Stall pretty much because I know he's either going to miss or be paralyzed eventually, sooner than later. So I'm just going to Roost up here, get the full HP, which is awesome. And I may be using Zapdos a little more, so people who I battle that watch my videos will know to bring a counter for Zapdos. But I'll probably change it a little bit, so yeah, bring it on, bitch. So I just go for Heat Wave, kill it off, and Metagross did absolutely nothing in this game, which is always a nice thing, instead of getting street by Agilogross. So I'm gonna go. He's gonna go into War Brew, and I'm gonna switch into my Cha-Cha because again, Cha-Cha can just wall, even if he goes for the Earthquake, which is fine. Oh, he goes for Crunch again. That's next time he goes for Earthquake. So with Iron Barbs and the Rugged Helm, excuse me, he's gonna switch out into the Flying Psychic. I can't even Shinbora. I go for Leech Seed again like a noob. And I know this thing has that ability where he's not affected by stuff, and that's why I didn't even go for Toxic. But I still should have just gone for Stealth Rocks. He's doing the Ice Beam, predicting the Zapdos, and seeing how I took that one, I know I could take at least one more, live the Sandstorm, and paralyze this thing so I can Roost Stall. Which is what I'm going to do right here. Paralyze, I can live the Sandstorm now. Sandstorm, and then I shall Roost. I don't know why I was doing that. I'm a little stupid. So I just go for Roost, and Roost is going to heal me up to about halfway. I believe he gets paralyzed right here. Yes, he does. and then I can just take Sandstorm. Then leftovers are up, so Sandstorm does nothing. And then he's gonna switch out into his War guy, and I believe I switch into my. No, I do go for Thunderbolt. So that's next. So what happened now is I'm gonna switch into my Fool, which is Randarosu. I think that's called. Maybe that's his Japanese name. I don't know his English name. Oh, I do go. Oh, this is where he crits me with the Earthquake. Oh, then I go into Randarosa knowing that this thing's Choice Scarfed. He gets a crit, which really sucks, because now I'm down to 12 HP, which means I can only use that thing, use Charger for one hit. So he's gonna switch out, and I predicted it into this thing, and I'm just gonna hit with the Stone Edge, and with the Sand Strength, that's gonna easily one-hit KO. And I'm just like, awesome, sweep time. So he's just gonna go into Vaporeon, and I'm thinking, easily knock it out without a crit. And he lives, and I was just like, what? What is this? What? How is Vaporeon? I thought it was especially bulky, but what? Stand strength couldn't. What is this madness? What? So I'm just gonna go into. Oh, okay. So here's what happens. I know Azelf. This is Specs Azelf, so I know the crocodile is immune to 2 of my attacks, and I didn't want Fire Blast missing, so the best bet was Shadow Ball. He's gonna protect, and I guess I don't know why. But he's just gonna stay in and take the Shadow Ball because it's really the only thing he could do. And yeah, so now I'm kind of screwed because I have my Cha-Cha, which is at 12 HP, which is going to die now. To what I was shocked, he went for Retaliation. I was just like, what? Why? But what? I'm so confused. It's Scarfed and whatever. So yeah, but now he gets his +1. So I'm thinking. I could easily kill Retaliation +1, even though it doesn't have the kill buff. I could easily take out Azelf, so I have to hope Zapdos can take it, and he does, so I can get the Heat Wave off. That's GG, good game. Comment, rate, subscribe, check him out in the description. Peace out, guys. Laters.